Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is going to be episode 35 here, cycle 807. And what I'm going to work on today is I'm going to try to fix this here, separate this steam geyser from this stuff, build liquid locks, get to oil, and fix these and get these up and running again. So we'll start and we'll dig out all of this here. I don't remember what happened exactly to make this all fall apart here. You would think that this would be able to zap down in there. No, I can't shoot past the doors. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll start this. Wait, I might actually have oil from the slicksters. 5.5 kilograms, that's it? I thought I had like bottles of it just laying around. Only 863 grams. Okay, so we need to get to some oil because if I'm going to build a liquid lock to solve my vapor problems here, it needs to be done out of oil. So my questions is if I should get the oil from this side over here or from over here. This side might be faster to get to. Plus, it's a little more jagged. It's already hot up in here, so I wouldn't feel as bad going down in here to get this oil. So we'll just come in this way like that. I wonder why this scan quality is down to 14%. Like, you would think that would have stayed higher than what it is. Space scanners, do they take electricity? They do take 120 watts. And these are just breaking because of overheat damage. Wonder why this specific one here is overheating. Oh, maybe that's what happened. Is that they broke because this hot stuff fell down on top of them because there's no sweepy bots up here. So maybe that's what I need to build up here is sweepy bots. But you would think sweepy bots overheat too. In the vacuum of space though, see, now they're back to being nice and cool where they need to be, 68 degrees. So I don't know why it does that. It's gotta be the regolith sitting on top that causes them to overheat. And of course that fricks up everything. This door cannot be manually controlled. Okie dokie. Oh, is this like a puzzle? Alright, it's locked because of the red signal that goes from here. What do these gates do? Outputs a green signal when both input A and B are receiving green. Alright, so switch. We'll just put these all over green. There we go, green. Okay, this one should be outputting a green signal when both input A and input B are receiving green. Okay, so this one is turning red to green from this one, which is this one here, which needs to be red. There we go. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like these switches. I can build these? I can build these. And then I can just click them. I like that. Maybe I should just build that up here for now. That way I can click it and switch that off and save on power. That might be a good idea, honestly. So the thing is here is that with this polluted oxygen in here, I could continue to build more gas reservoirs and empty this out. I kind of need to just deconstruct all of this, honestly, I kind of feel. Because where's that? There's that thin amount that's right there. The other option, yeah, it would be to move this. Or do I just suck this stuff out and put a liquid lock right here? And kind of just salvage this. That goes to there. Which is doable. Let's get some oil first. And how do I get oil again? I need a oil, whatchamacallit? Oil well. Extracts crude oil using clean water. Must be built on top of an oil reservoir. Water pumped into an oil reservoir cannot be recovered. Alright, well, the other option would be is I just build a picture pump. So that's what I probably should do. Because oil reservoirs do not... Yeah, see, they have oil beneath their surface, but they don't actually Actually, wait, why is that not made out of like petroleum or something underneath? Do these not work like other stuff? Here, we'll put in ladder down here. Build a picture pump out of plus obsidian. I could do it out of that. That's 27 slow heating, thermally active. Doesn't really matter. 27 should be enough. 160, yeah. That should be enough. Put that right there. There we go. Take that out as well. Okay, so now we have crude oil. Beautiful. Actually, does that auto update on here because I put a thing on it? Because I put that bottle. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I have that now. So now the question is to fix this once and for all. Alright, so this whole area is just, this is a mess, is what it is. Let's deconstruct this here. Deconstruct all of this here. Okay, so through a lot of deconstruction, I've built this. It got contaminated. I put in some mesh tiles, remopped it all back up. I've set these to auto bottle, which means they should walk all the way down on the pump for the crude oil, bring it back up here and dump it in here. That should create a puddle in here that they have to walk through to get to this other side. I will admit though, it is a long walk down to the oil, so there we go. I don't know if that would be enough or if I'm gonna need more. Nope, I need more. Once I fill this, then they have to walk through to get in here, which means it'll be like a drain in a sink, which will keep any of this from getting out here. And then the only problem is I have to evacuate this entire room, which is kind of annoying because this is probably already overpressure. But that would be a for sure way to make sure that none of this gas ever gets back into here. And then as far as this goes, I just blocked it off to where if this is erupting anything that I don't want, I don't have to really worry about it right away. Oh, that might actually be enough. There we go. Okay. Now I can turn this on to that. Let that run. And then I can just deconstruct this. That actually looks pretty good. 2 little polluted oxygens is not enough, I don't think, to cause a problem. Okay, so we can turn this back on. We should heat this up and get that working again. Alright, well these closed, so the doors aren't actually, they're not actually causing problems. This one overheating. I wonder why they overheat. Is it because it builds up that close to them? Because that's what it was taking, is they were taking overheat damage. Maybe these things are capable of being built out of steel. It's probably what I need to do, is to just build them out of steel so they don't overheat. I wonder if you can build solar panels out of steel too. No, it's just glass. There we go. Steam turbine's up and working again. Even though that one is half blocked, 1 of 5 inputs, which is okay. The other one over here is grabbing steam that it doesn't need to be grabbing, and that's cooling the base down. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh yeah, and then that water just evaporated. Okay, so this is the way to go. Liquid box. Yep. Alright, so initial goals. Got oil. Done. Build liquid lock. Also done. Now, to actually use this steam vent here, I'm not actually worried about it at this moment because I don't need the steam. Two, I don't even know if that was actually the problem. Wait, where are these discharging water? Okay, right there. 278. This won't overheat for a long, long time. So this should be alright. Should be alright. Okay, what is that? What is that? Thought I seen polluted water, and it's not. There's a little bit of polluted oxygen right here. Not much. It's like 3 little cubes. Oh. See, every now and then it kind of looks like there's more, so it could be that it's just compressed in with the steam a little bit, because you can see, like, it's kind of distorted. At least it's working, though. Did drain my batteries, which is not the greatest thing. Alrighty. You know what, dupes? You guys are doing fine. You guys are doing great. You gotta admit, these guys have done a lot of work. And we have food, we have water, so at least we don't have to worry about that. Very low stress at the moment. Whoa, that's a lot of magma. Alright, well, we can dig on out over here. I should pump that all the way back up to the base, technically somewhere. Put it in tanks. Okay, there's the freaking oxygen. See, I don't understand where that's coming from. This has been under pressure. Is it in that room? 300 degree polluted oxygen. 321 degree steam. But that's enough to mess up my gases in there to where this doesn't work. And I don't know where it's coming from. Is it because of the water, maybe? Which could be, I guess. Deconstruct that. Alright. Now what we'll do is we'll rebuild another tank right on up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn this, now that this is sealed, I'm going to make this a vacuum at this point. Because worst case scenario, this is just going to turn to water and run down here. But it's not going to raise the temperature down here that much. I might raise it right here a little. But as cold as ever. Where's all my Drecos? Why do I only have like 3 or 4 in there? Body temperature? Did they starve? Because the temperature got too cold? Well, the thing is, Drecos are naturally hot, so they should have been undoing the cold that I was causing. Is what you would think, you know what I mean? Isn't that how that works? Alright, so here, let's just uproot a few of these. Yeah, that's gotta be what it is, because this is the second tank that I've sucked out of there. And the gas vent is still overpressured, so it's way too much stuff in there to where the oxygen is just hiding behind the steam. Although I know no 2 gases can occupy the same square, so I don't understand it completely. What temperature do millwood start to grow again? Temperature is 45.8 currently. Oh, it's out of dirt too. I thought I had more dirt. Where was I getting dirt from? Regolith from the shovels, I thought. Oh, and that's broken, so they didn't repair it, so they haven't been feeding the shovels. Didn't they drop dirt? Maybe not. I thought they did. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, because even if bulls die, I think they'll continue to respawn, at least to some extent, without, like, going extinct. Hey, look at that. That loop is still working, but what the heck is pumping it? The tanks? It's just on an infinite cooling loop with no power? It is, actually. That's kind of cool. Here I have been building tanks and uninstalling them, and here it was just a vent that I needed, really. Which is going to raise the temperature out here, but again, who really cares? This is not that big of an issue. Maybe that's what I needed to do, was just to go to, like, there, where it's, like, absolutely no... let's see if I can put this on steam. It doesn't say I can't. It's overpressure. Let's just keep going until it's no longer overpressure. And once it's not over pressure, I'll click it to steam. I don't think any more stuff will pop up. It doesn't look like it. No more oxygen is popping up. Okay, there we go. Now I can set this to steam. There we go. Alright, so I can disable this. I can enable this. Now that it's no longer over pressure. And I don't have to worry about them going in there, thank goodness, because of that oil liquid lock. Got this bubbles. There we go. Now that should raise the temperature in here rather quickly. Because it is a small room. It does look like all steam. And then if I need more steam, I can deconstruct these. But this water should turn to steam as well. Maybe that's what it was. I just had too much water in there that tried to turn to a gas. Is that steam or is that vacuum? It looks like steam. It says steam, but it's a different color than like the steam over here. Oh, wow. Not enough steam generator idle. Steam at 400 degrees. Okay, so not enough steam. So here, let's deconstruct this. Let more steam in there. That really overheated fast. Because of that. Come on, stop overheating. You got this. Interestingly, temperature fluctuations that are up here, though. I mean, 350 degrees, whereas this down here is 210. Might as well deconstruct the rest of these little tiles here. I mean, the aqua tuner should be down here, technically. That's what it is. That should be down there. Let's see what the pipes look like. I mean, I can move it right on down in there. Right here. And here we go. Do that. Just swap it on down. Beautiful. All done. Now that's working again. This water's gonna get very hot, go to steam, rise up. Easy peasy. How hard could it be? Let's choose another dude. Oh, steel. That's always nice. I wonder if I should split this so that there's actually, like if I deconstruct this here, it'll go out there and keep going up, but how would any of it get down to there? Because it seems to be like sort of low on water pressure, which could also be why it overheats a little bit too. No, that wouldn't cause it to overheat, I don't think. But like even if I put it like this. Yeah, it's kind of not consistent if I compare it to this one over, where is it? Here, this one. This one is working consistently, unendingly. Whereas this one isn't. So let's deconstruct this. And then all that water will go back down into the tuner, go over there, go back left and right. Because this is turning left and right. Speed it up and see where the water goes. Alright, cold water's going up. So what I need to do is just divert this to come downward as well and deconstruct one piece of this radiant pipe. Because coming out is where you want it to split, not going up. So we do that. And then half of that will come down here, go through these, go back up into the tank. The other half will just go straight up there. Which, let's be honest, that's not the most effective way to do this. But, and here, we can deconstruct this stuff because it's not needed. It's kind of just in the way at this point anyway. Actually, I could deconstruct. Yeah, that's all being deconstructed, which is a good thing. But that's running a lot more consistently. There's the steam. Well, that was kind of satisfying to watch all that water turn into steam. and no freaking breathable oxygen in there at all. And that should raise the temperature in there significantly, very fast. Now, as far as dealing with this, I could extend this out to here, and then I don't know what, like, very hot steam, that would utilize this, which would cool it, drop it back down, but then I need to pump this water out here into somewhere else. I guess I could put it down in there in those tanks because they're not actually being used for anything. We have a volcano here. That could be another thing I'm looking towards using, or I could work on automating the metal refinery. I would put another liquid lock here for this one, but as long as I leave this door locked, I don't think I'll ever have a problem there. That one actually seems to be doing its job, because I think that room was a lot different designed when you think about it, compared to how we went about things, or how I went about things on the other one. So that would have really saved us a lot of trouble if we did it that way a little bit. I wish this salt water was cooling a little faster to where I could use it. I mean, this coolness is going to radiate out there and chill everything out. As cold as that is, I could move that all the way over to here and back, technically. Or I could switch these to radiant pipes, at least going in. So let's copy the radiant pipe. Do that, and that'll help cool those down, because now that I think about it, it is just kind of sitting there in the tank, which probably is causing a little bit of problems. And that's a radiant pipe, whereas maybe I should have ran that over to here and then back that way. What I can do is I'll use this as the water cooling. With that at 30 some degrees though, right next to this at 118, that should really help cool that water down a lot faster. In that case, it'll kind of take some of the salt water out of this very, very overfilled room. Oh, there's that water coming up from. Is this running again all of a sudden? Yep, that's even more water. We do have a lot of water coming in from different areas. You gotta admit with that too. So water-wise, we're taking care of. Oxygen, we're still good on. Hydrogen, we're using it as we produce it. We do need kind of a little itsy-bitsy bit more power, but that could be probably because I screwed up and I'm using 2 aqua tuners instead of 1 aqua tuner, which would probably have been the smarter idea, would be to use like a central aqua tuner and then to like bridge off of that onto everything. Use that to cool everything down, because like 1 aqua tuner is probably really powerful compared to what I was originally thinking. We can dig this out all the way over to here and combine these oil puddles. Unreachable dig. This shouldn't be priority. Whatever, either. This should be like that. It should be a reachable dig. Is it none of these reachable? Oh, okay, never mind. It was only blocked because there was a cave in here. That's why it was unreachable. It had nothing to do with any of that other stuff. I wonder if there's switches up here by that place right by the base. And that's why I couldn't get in there. Nope, that's been inspected. No, it hasn't been inspected. I thought I clicked that. OMG, the janitor. Whatever. XOXO, Dr. Jones. Subject, OMG, janitor. Okay, I gotta scroll down. It starts down here. Oh my gosh, have you seen our building's janitor? He totally smells, and he has sweat stains under his armpits like every time I see him. So embarrassing. Aw, he's really nice if you get to know him, though. Really dependable, too. One time I busted a wheel off my office chair, and he got me a new one in like 2 minutes. I think he's just sweaty because he works so hard. Whatever. Well, Dr. Jones, Dr. Summers, I'm glad to see you were using the computers for important research. Also, I thought that was blacked out initially. Why is this? What is this? What is this unknown? Inspect that. Log begins. The hatch has been selected for development due to its naturally wide range of potential food sources. Energy production is our primary goal. The augmentation to allow for the consumption of non-organic materials is a more attainable first step and will have additional uses for waste disposal. Log ends. Log begins. Morb has been selected for development based on its ability to perform a multitude of the waste breakdown functions typical for a healthy ecosystem. Design should focus on eliminating the disease risk posed by a fully matured morb specimen. Discovered. Interesting. Alright, that's been inspected. inspect. Oh, journal. Gravitas has been growing pretty rapidly since our first product hit the market. I just got to look at some of the new hires. They're practically babies. Not quite what I was expecting, but I've never had an opportunity to mentor someone before. Could be fun. Rummage. Rummage, inspect. I started work at a new company called the Gravitas facility today. I was nervous I wouldn't get the job at first because I was fresh out of school and I was so pushy in the interview, but the director apparently liked my thesis on the physiological thermal regulation of Arctic lizards. I'll be working with some brilliant geneticists bioengineering organisms for space travel in harsh environments. It's like a dream come true. I get to work on exciting new research in a place where no one knows me. Well, that's nice. That sounds like a dream. Got a cool vest. What does it do? Protects the wearer from heat by decreasing insulation. Well, only one of you doesn't already have some. Insulation thickness, decor. Alright, well, cool vest. Yeah, Marie, you can have it. And then we're gonna dig all the way on down here to this magma obsidian. This might be the bottom. Is this the bottom? It doesn't, it feels like, oh no, it is the bottom. Is it just magma down here? Could be just magma down here. If it's just magma down there, then, you know, this is like the bottom of the asteroid, so we have nothing else better to do than to go up after this. In which case, we should dig up and look in here. I want to build different airlocks first, or maybe even a liquid lock for that. Oh, what is broken up here? Space scan 14%. I need to build more space scanners, I think, to get a better look of what's going on. But to get better space scanners, I probably need to make sure my power grid is completely sustaining. Oh, I got an achievement. Reveal 80% of the map by exploring outside the started biome. Block a meteor from hitting your base using a bunker door. Oh, well, that was a couple days ago. Alright, all the way down. But the 80% of the map must have been down here. Oh, yeah, that is magma. Lots of petroleum. That must be very hot. Well, good to know what's around us. Being said, leave that to be left out all the way over to there. That'll be a nice big puddle. Dig this out. Dig this out. Build a ladder all up into here so we can put in an oil whatchamacallem. I wonder if there's like oil can be extracted from a reservoir with sufficient pressure. Yeah, but like what's after the pressure? What like is it like natural oil to where it's like there's only so much of it in there? Then again, it could be like way more than what we need. Oh, there's another geyser right here. Wonder what that is. How we should get to it. Probably through here or up there. Let's see. Temperatures. It's not much different. Kind of like keeping my ladder sort of lined up though. Oh, it's trying to go off whatever it is. Chlorine geyser maybe? Might be a chlorine geyser. Actually, I didn't actually look through this vending machine. Sunflower seeds. And how are you, furry little fellows, today? Squeaking? Look, I brought sunflower seeds, your favorite. Are you hungry? Excited? Squeaking. Oh, one moment, my dear little friends. I left the recorder on. Okay. What do we got? Ooh, nutrient bar. Is that likable by our friendly little neighbor? Where's our friendly neighbor at? Up here? Nope. They're just too picky. Honestly, maybe that's what I should do too, is I can upgrade the base a little bit better. Could build comfy beds. I have enough plastic. Let's do some transit tubes. Transit tube access points take a lot of materials, 960 watts too. That's a lot of watts. Alright, so we won't worry about that. Let's build a sweepy and see if he can sweep this stuff up. But then what happens when he's done sweeping? Auto sweeper automates sweeping and supplying errands by sucking up all nearby debris. They're automatically loaded into a conveyor loader, conveyor receptacle, storage, or buildings within range. Okay. So if I build this, how much wattage is that? 120 watts. I could build this like, it doesn't really do very well. That's where the, like, building it here would help. And then just moving it all down into the kitchen, the meat and whatnot as it was produced. Power control station produces microchip to increase the power output of generators assigned to units must possess the tune-up trait. Added effect, Edgy's tune-up, hydrogen steam turbines. Okay, power plant room. They can be tuned up using power control stations to improve their power production. How big of the room can it be? It's 96 tiles. How big is this room? 64 tiles. Fine metal, 5 kilograms per use. Oh, okay, so that's kind of stupid if you have to use that. But does it mean after I build it the initial time, I build microchips and then don't need to use them again? Or is it consistently need to be used? And then do I need to have a duplicate sitting there? It makes it sound like a duplicate has to be sitting there to actually make a good use of it, which is less than ideal too. Dig this up. You guys are just going bonkers with the billions of dirt piles. And we'll just build right on out to here like so. And see what's on over else. That'll show me what's right down in here. I'm assuming that's just the continuation of the oil area. Oh, what do we got? Chlorine gas vent. I wish I had an actual use for the chlorine that was, I don't know, I don't want to say useful because I'm not saying it's not useful. I feel it's probably going to be useful at some point. I just don't know exactly what for. Oh, I haven't come looking over in to see what's over here either. Might as well take a little gander. See what's going on over here. And what do we got here? Submit bioscan to this door. It's unreachable, but it should open, and then it will be reachable, and we can see what's on the other side. Alright, so this is not enough to actually warm that water up. Alright, so we need to extend this radiant pipe, do its job a little better. Well, there's some coming through right now. Even though it's not done, we're looking at 43 going in, 18 coming out, 66 by the time it gets over here. And then we just gotta, they gotta finish this chunk here. Oh, they can't reach that for some reason. Oh, it's because there's no, okay. So even though it's taking a little cold damage right now, because of that, that's only because the water going in there is only 32 degrees and it's trying to drop it. Once this gets back up there, once more, we had 94, 116. Yeah, so that's gonna really, it's definitely gonna switch stuff up a little bit. You can see it already doing this right here. Although some of that is from the cold slush geyser pieces. We need to get this repaired so the water's flowing again. Which temperature is going in? 105 going in, which is going to change from that 32 coming out. See, it's already raising that temperature, 46. That's good, that's good, that's good. It's still a little colder than what it needs to be. 22. Yeah, that's a little colder. But like I said, once that tank empties out and it fills up all of this, not going to be looking quite so cold. That'll constantly be deleting heat from this entire area, which will even seep down into this area, which is really the only hot one because I got the entire base is staying pretty cool. Even here, this looks like it's not doing much, but it is. It's kind of really cool when you think about it, how radiant pipes can kind of transfer heat around. It's really, really interesting. then we're going to set these to be oil, to auto bottle. And then once that's done, I'm going to close this off from down here. I wasn't going to leave that block of obsidian here, abyssalite, but you might as well because the dang stuff works really well as insulated tile. And then this will be the entrance to this, and then this room will be expanded out to here, and I can deconstruct a good chunk of this. Put a pump in there, pump the water out, maybe down into a different set of tanks that I put down in here because I have room for a couple more tanks. And there's some oil. I'll wait and let that puddle get a little bigger. The thing is, it makes me wonder, would the steam generator be enough to actually cool down that steam geyser every time it goes off, turn into water? I would assume so. That looks alright. I don't think that should cause any more problems. Should be able to deconstruct that now. So we can deconstruct this, okay, and then that means that this be deconstructed too. I'll put an airlock here just in case. Maybe that's what I should do over here, is put an airlock there just to keep, you know, if anything does come, falling in there. Now, problem is getting that oxygen out of there. Steam isn't really hot. Could do the same thing I built over here. Just build it like there. And I could just vent it out over here. But I don't want to kill my plants. So I could put it over to there. Is that overpressure though? It is. Still, I could put it in a tank. Oh, frick. Oh, frick, I disconnected that wall and deconstructed that pipe. Gosh dang it. I wasn't even paying attention. That's what gets you in trouble, Ken, is not paying attention. Yeah, plumbing's back up and working. That should be evacuating that. What the frick is that? Steam just turned to water right there. Well, that doesn't make much sense. That's kind of annoying. I mean, it's all steam here, I think. Very little oxygen now. So with that being said, I mean, maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. I wonder why this is taking so long to heat up. That being said, once it does heat up, it should be good to go. Well, it's probably taking so long because it was shutting off and I wasn't paying attention because the line was disconnected a couple of instances. And then there was the other couple times where it was broken and just not working at all. Might as well get this all cleared out. And I think that's where those two hydrogen thingamajiggers are. Although, really, I mean, do we really need thermal nullifiers at this point? Kinda don't. Temperature kinda seems to be under control. I mean, and although there could be... then the thing is, too, temperature does seem to be under control. And then we don't really need it to be... Oh, these are all shut off. We don't really need it to be any way to cool that's consuming resources like hydrogen, which we're kind of low on anyway. Is it overheating because of it's too close? Maybe I should have built them up higher, so that way when the regolith landed, it didn't have a chance to overheat them quite as much. And again, this one isn't even coming in contact with the regolith. It might be that the easiest way to do it is to just build them out of steel. There we go. Power up and running. Well, for now. It seems to be working just fine. I don't know how to raise the bars on these, if it's just more steam or more heat. This is 257. It should still go up a little bit, and that would give me more power. This one must be surging or something because not quite enough power. Boy, this one brought it all down nice and chilly though. Yeah, I kinda, as powerful as an aqua tuner is, gosh dang, they're so powerful. Like really. Well, I did what I was set out to do though. We got our liquid locks done over here. We fixed this, evacuated this room, got the steam turbines up and running. We found another geyser. We've fixed our solar panels. I'm going to leave that on a yellow alert so I remember the next time I come back to go back and make sure that that auto digger is fixed. once we get more steel, that will be the big thing we have to do, is to switch all of those back over. The auto miners over to steel, so that way we don't have this problem in the future of them just overheating and breaking. Got a lot more digging to do, but that's like something that I'm just letting them passively do. Like I'll set them out to dig, and then I'll just go back and check on it eventually, because we're not in a state where I need to find new things immediately. At this point, it's more or less just I think improving the base, fixing systems now that we're past the point of, well, we've been past the point of just dying suddenly for a while, but it's getting the smaller systems like Draco's fixed a little bit better, getting a more sustainable poke shell farm running than just this weird little room that I have over here, maybe getting a better hatch farm so I get more coal, and that would be a more reliable source for the carbon. And then the other thing I'd like to do is go over and try the volcano and see how that works, but I gotta be careful with that. I'm not ready for that. I need a lot more steel before I'm willing to accidentally dig into a volcano and have it drop hot lava everywhere and just kill everyone and everything. Anyways, I am all out of time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you have been following the series, thanks again for that. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you haven't subbed already, please sub. I really do appreciate it. And any tips, comments, or other games you'd like to see me play, let me know down in the comments. And I will see you in the next one.